Hello, you. Yes, you. You are watching D&D and I am your Dungeon Master, Efka. I tried Dungeon Mastering this game just to myself, but it didn't really work. So I asked for some help from my friends. Here's helper number 1, Elaine.
Elaine.
Here's helper number 2, Emma.
I'm Emma.
Helper number 3, Paul.
Paul.
And Santa's little helper, Ross.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Welcome to our game of Dungeons and Dragons. In this game, we play a game of Dungeons and Dragons. And our adventure is called Waterdeep Dragon Heist, which is a published adventure by Wizards of the Coast. And in this stream that lasts about 2 hours long, we will hopefully see what happens to our companions next. But first, let's see what happened to our companions before. Previously on Waterdeep Dragon Heist, after beginning reconstruction of Morbash Manor, which is the tavern that you've acquired, our companions embarked on a meeting with Davil Starsong, a high-ranking member of the Jentarim, a shady organization of mercenaries who are in a criminal gang war on the streets of Waterdeep with the Xanathar Guild. Davil asked assistance in helping to legally reclaim goods that were held by City Watch. These paintings and silver bars belonged to a merchant who was trying to sell them to Davil. Your job is to go to the City Watch, tell them you have come to pick up the goods on behalf of Davil, and take them back to the merchant so that the deal can be completed legally and above board. On your way out of the Yawning Portal, you were approached by famed adventurer Maloon Wardragon, who asked you to divulge anything you discussed with Davil Starsong. Upon your refusal, in a seeming bout of madness, he attacked you with his blue gleaming battle axe. After a gruesome battle, nearly beaten to death, you started to run. Maloon's battle axe, however, fell on the floor, refusing to be lifted, only later to leap into the air and fly into Rogan's hands. Now, hours have passed. Before you could run away, the crowd surrounded you, and mere moments later, the City Watch descended upon you. Realizing you couldn't get out, you submitted to arrest. The last you saw of Maloon was him trying to unsuccessfully fend off 10 City Watch officers. The officers dragged you across the streets of Waterdeep, hands tied with ropes, your weapons taken away from you. Yes, including the blue gleaming battle axe. And yes, the City Watch officers could indeed lift it. After a 10-minute trudge along Waterdeep Way, a woman approached one of your arresting officers. She had dark curly hair, a magnificent jet black staff, as tall as her and furnished with a carving over a raven's head at the top. She took the officer aside. They spoke briefly, and after that conversation, you were turned around, marched back, walking past the scene of your confrontation, then north via the Street of Skills, turning into Sword Street, and then Blackstaff Tower, the seat of the High Mage of Waterdeep. Your awe did not linger, as shortly afterwards you were thrown into a cell in its dungeon. As I've said, hours have passed. You don't know how many, but this same woman eventually appears in front of you holding an inanimate brain with 4 purple legs in her hand. She casually tosses it onto the floor by your feet and in a cold tone tells you, "This is all that now remains of my friend Maloon. And I have you to thank for revealing the desecration that was performed to his body." What do you do?
So are we all collectively in the same cell? Are we all
Yes.
in the same cell together?
Yes, you are.
So she is saying that the brains with legs are all that's left of Maloon? Or is it the same brain that attacked me in the sewers? Does it has the same pattern?
It looks like the brain that attacked you in the sewers,
I wonder
yes.
who that used to be.
Huh?
I wonder who that used to be.
Sewer brain.
So, yeah, it's by the way, completely inert and inanimate, just lying limp on the floor.
Oh.
Good.
Why does his brain have legs?
That's a good question. That's not his brain. That is an intellect devourer.
I'm sorry. What's an intellect devourer?
It's an aberrant creature created by forces you probably shouldn't really know anything about or want to know anything about. Malevolent forces that twist and shape things out of madness, and this is a parasite. It gets into your brain, and then it overtakes your mind. There's nothing of you left. You're just a shell carrying the will of this intellect devourer.
And this is what happened to Maloon.
Yes, although I don't know how.
We
However, I
we
do
were-
know you.
Who?
All of you, yes.
Of course you know me. No, sorry. Obviously, you would know the family name Morbash. That must be how you know us, right? Morbash
Let me
Manor.
introduce myself. I am the High Wizard of Waterdeep, Vajra Safar, and I am also friends with Renner Neverember, who told me all about you. In fact, just this morning, I was considering contacting you with a little task that I had in mind for you. And yet here you are with what remains of my friend.
Am I correct if I guess Maloon was quite an experienced adventurer?
Yes, he was instrumental in saving the city multiple times.
Do you think it was in someone's interest to try and take control of him, or?
Absolutely, but I don't know whom. My only two guesses could be, well, right now our city is plagued by this criminal gang war by the Xanathar Guild and the Jantarim, and I suspect it would have been one of them.
I had a brain like that on my arm just recently. While we were in sewers looking for Runner? No, we had Runner with us to look for Floon, right?
She looks at you suspiciously, and then she takes out a spell tome, consults something, and then she seems to cast a spell, and then she stares at you. Well, you'll be happy to know that your friend is at least still your friend. She addresses the rest of you, not Gina.
Oh, okay. Just double
We
checking.
killed the brain.
I wonder if that brain was supposed to climb inside somebody else's body before we got there and interrupted things.
Probably. And then we would have had another secret spy to deal with. Thankfully, you have prevented that and exposed another one. I wonder what other secrets are still hidden from me.
There also happened to be a bit of a strange-looking fellow with tentacles on his face. I don't suppose you would have any idea who that was.
No, but tentacles on the face probably means you encountered a mind flayer. Tell me, is this where you saved Floon, isn't it? Your adventure with Renner.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, he told me all about it, and I think that was probably one of Xanathar's guild's lairs, and I suspect that whoever that mind flayer was working for Xanathar.
I quickly ask you in between if you know who we are. Why are we locked up right now?
Just as a precaution. But
A
you are free
precaution
to go.
against what?
Well, I just wanted to conduct an experiment and find out what happened to Maloon. He was a friend of mine, and he attacked you. I didn't know what was happening. Now I do.
Okay.
You say we're free to go,
Yes.
but
Oh no, please. In fact, your weapons are upstairs. There's a pedestal. They're all laid out by the exit, and you are free to go. Although you seem to have quite a lot of expertise in dealing with these various happenstances, and you seem to be somehow embroiled at the center of it because things keep happening to you. And I wonder if you could continue helping me out.
That's increasing our embroiledness.
Yes, but not only do I welcome you to join the Grey Hands, an elite organization that is tasked with helping the city, but also there's rewards.
Rewards, you say?
Ooh, wow.
What kind of rewards are you speaking of? Titles, perhaps?
Titles can certainly be considered at some time in the future, but for now, conveniences and monetary rewards and contacts and networking.
I mean, that's good. Rogan, I know this sounds exciting, but we would be the amount that we would be embroiled would increase. We would be more embroiled.
Yes.
I'm not familiar with this term embroiled. Is that some kind of...
It's like a scale, and we'd be like one more embroiled than we were before.
I mean, I like the idea of us being higher on a scale. That sounds like we're important.
There you go. Well, you
said
Vadris. I'm sorry, was that Vadris? Have I got that right? I'm sorry.
Vajra.
Vadra.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just Vadra enter that there. So hang on. How much do you know? Because I'm going to be frank that there was like an underground place, and there was some torturing, and there was the person with the brain and the thing, and it ran around.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I am the High Wizard of Waterdeep, so I know quite a bit. How much of it I'm willing to share with you, well, that depends on how we get on in the future.
My concern is like we could become considerably embroiled, and the amount of embroidering would be like if we would need your help, and like the things that we don't know a great deal ourselves. It would be very helpful if we knew exactly what we were.
Let's start by learning together and getting to the bottom of these two gangs. First of all, I need more information. There's a monk that lives in a cave on Mount Waterdeep. His name is Hlam, and he observes things. And his observations are valuable to me. So my simple request to you is go see Hlam and Hlam.
Hlam, yeah, continue.
Hlam. And see what he has to say and report back to me.
Can you repeat his address one more time?
It's a cave in Mount Waterdeep. She points outside the not the window. You've been talking, you've been walking, you're not in the dungeon anymore. You're like on the way, you kick the brain maybe, and now you're upstairs, and then, nearly outside, there's your weapons, and then she points out the window, and then, Mount Waterdeep, giant mountain at the edge of the city, at the center of the city.
I've never seen that before.
Vadra, as a high mage, sorry, we did take a couple of knocks in that previous battle. I don't suppose you could see fit to restore us to our previous healthy conditions. As a gesture of goodwill, perhaps.
She brutals around in her pockets. I don't know. Here's a potion of healing. Will that help?
Do you have anything to eat as well, like a bland muffin or something? We've been in that cell for a while.
I would like some ribs.
There's
Folks, please.
About 10 different taverns outside of this tower. All of them serving food.
What do we all think? Do we want to go off a mountain and meet Ham?
I want to know if Marche took more purple eggs from the brain.
No, not this time.
Before you go, also, I'd like to ask, why did Maloon attack you? I mean, I know he was an intellect devourer, but what happened?
Gina?
He was being kind of status for me isn't really a big deal, so he was like, "Don't you know who I am?" And I mockingly pretend to be him for a second, and I was like, "No, I don't care who you are." And then he started attacking us.
I agree with Gina. Status doesn't mean anything to us. It's not what we're about.
Okay, I understand that, but like, what were you doing? What was happening? What was going on? Why were you talking to him to begin with?
We just left the tavern, right?
Yeah.
And he approached us.
Well, we were gonna do a tiny job for someone, and he wanted to know everything about it, but we didn't want to say too much because there's so many sites here, and we just wanted to earn some money.
Right.
We weren't doing anything illegal, just to be sure. We were being
She looks at you like that, right? Like, and what was this job again?
Well, I wasn't gonna tell Maloon. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm sorry, but
I mean, she sort of like stands. No. She stands in a pose like that just shows off her regalness, her like robe, her shoes, which are magnificent, by the way, right? And you, for a second, realize you are talking to the High Wizard of Waterdeep, one of the highest-ranking officials in the city, and sort of, well regarded amongst everyone. And even in however long you've stayed here, you've heard of Blackstaff, right? Which is her position, basically.
It's no offense to you. However, you may understand the last person who asked this question did try to murder us. So we have a couple of trust issues when it comes to revealing the details of this particular mission.
Okay. That's I can understand that. There's this clear like frustration, and like she's like, she has this sort of aura of like, oh, I have to deal with this nonsense, right? But she says, I understand. Let's continue to learn to trust each other and work with each other. If you have any outstanding duties, you better complete them first, because I suspect that I have taken up a lot of your time. But then please go see Hlam and report to me what he said.
Okay.
Sure.
Oh, do we all need to say I or something? Or
I mean, it's up to you what you do.
Yeah.
On the count of 3?
No, just go.
She turns around and leaves.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I'm going to drink the potion that I was given, the potion of healing. I hope it's a good one.
Mm-hmm. I mean, before you do that,
Oh, yeah?
You also would have had time for a short rest whilst you were,
okay.
in like sitting in a dungeon cell.
Incarcerated. Sure.
Which means we get back.
Is it your? I think it's your hit die.
It's your hit die, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
We have now 2 available because we're level 2.
Oh, yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
Woo! All right. We roll it twice?
No,
I mean,
you can choose how
If
much.
you can choose, yeah. If you want to spend both of them, you can spend both of them.
Because I get a bonus action of second wind, but that's separate from this, right?
Second,
That's one
might use one of your hit dice. I'm not sure. I'm going.
Yeah,
to
that. It uses hit dice, but that's one of my special bonus actions that I can.
That you get to do it during combat rather than.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we get another one spare.
Yes.
So I could use another one later. Okay.
Depends on how much you rolled. You can then choose.
Yeah, I only healed 4. So that puts me on 5 out of 20 because I took a fair beating.
Oh, no.
So
Oof. Oh dear.
I might, so maybe. How much does what's the deal with the potion?
It's just a potion of healing.
Does
How many hit points is
yeah.
it?
Yeah.
It's 2d4 plus something. Potion of healing. You also have more of them, don't you?
Rogan already had
ha-
one.
Yeah, I think I drank one on another occasion. Oh, did
Yeah,
I? I think did I say I wasn't going to drink it because it was an action?
I don't think you drank it. Yeah,
I didn't drink it because it was an action. Yeah.
It's 2d4 plus 2.
Oh.
Okay.
So Rogan has 2
Yeah.
health potions and Aris has 1.
Yes.
That's a 1. That's not very good. And that's
Oh.
have I rolled 2 1s in a row?
Oh.
So that's
2d4 plus 2. So that's 4 more health. Puts me on a 9.
That's all right. That's half nearly.
Yeah. It's
You
not a
could
great
use another
starting
hit
point.
die. Your hit die
Oh
is
yeah,
D10, or-
yeah. It's D10 for me. Yeah. I'll do one more, and that's a 2. Oh my god! All right, that's me healed with a potion
I
and
can't
2
even
heals.
help you. Sorry, because both my slots are full.
Do they not get restored with a short rest?
No, only a long rest.
Damn,
Sorry.
that's all right. I'm on 11. That's a start. I've got 1 potion in the bag.
Good stuff. Your weapons are there. You're free to pick
Great.
them up, including the ridiculous axe
Oh really?
that doesn't seem to be glowing or anything.
Is there any?
It just looks
I mean,
really cool.
is there any properties? Does it increase my attack at
You
all?
don't
Just-
know.
or-
It's just for now. It's just an axe.
All right, I'll take it.
It's probably worth getting that looked at.
Or not, because then they might want to steal it.
Oh, that's true.
I've just written cool axe.
Yeah. Well, it is a cool axe.
Underlined it twice.
Mm-hmm.
So I suppose. Sorry, Gina, you were saying?
Well, I was going to check if we wanted to do the job we were supposed to do, or
What do we think?
Marche, what are you thinking?
I think going to find this, whatever his name is. What's his name?
Halam.
Halam. Chlam.
Halam.
Sounds-
Man in
sounds
a
fun.
cave.
Yeah,
Man in a
man in a
cave.
cave sounds fun.
Don't want to go pick up anything from delivery. Don't want to be a delivery person.
Do we want to keep Starsong a friend or not right now? Because he doesn't know what happened to us, probably.
No,
Well,
that's true.
And he
Then-
might be
then-
waiting for us.
Then it doesn't matter if we take a bit longer if he doesn't know what happened to us.
Yeah.
That is true.
Well then, shall we go see a man in a cave?
Yeah, I'm a bit excited about that. I am. We'll get out of the city and we'll get to climb a mountain and
I mean, you're not really getting out of the city. You're climbing a mountain in the city.
well, okay, we'll get to
I'm sure the views will be lovely, nonetheless.
it doesn't look that way on the map. It looks a lot flatter on the map that I've got.
Does anyone in the party, is anyone familiar with the hills around that area? Rogan's an out-of-towner, so like who in the group knows how to get there or knows the
would
kind of
probably
general
know
way?
how
Marche
to
would-
get there. Yeah.
Okay.
Right, Efka?
Yeah.
I'd know how to get there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, okay. I probably know a shortcut.
I mean, all you need to do is head south for a little bit and you're there. But then you obviously need to climb the mountain. So, you know, some parts of this are easy.
Marche, what do you know about this area that we're going to?
It's hilly.
That's all I need to know for now.
I mean, you can give me a history check, Elaine.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I haven't got any dice. Can I borrow your dice?
Yeah, of course you can borrow my dice.
Curse them.
Natural one, sorry. It was supposed to be a 13, but it just rolled it onto its side right at the end.
It's
I
a
like the
mountain
idea
in
that
Waterdeep.
the dice was supposed to be It was supposed to be
Or
a
it
13.
teetered on 13 and then.
It was supposed to be a 20, but it rolled over.
2 to 1.
Sorry.
What did you say, Efka? What would you say, sorry?
So, no,
It's a mountain.
It's a mountain in Waterdeep, yeah. Okay, so you, after a brief walk all the way back down the Street of Silk, you come back to sort of almost nearish the Yawning Portal, but not quite there, and you are at the base of Mount Waterdeep. All that's left to do is to climb.
Climbing, climbing, climbing.
Okay.
Let's go.
Fantastic. A song for the journey.
Oh dear. Yeah,
Um,
you know what? That makes sense. Climbing songs are a good idea.
Does it look
I am
easy
not
to
able
climb?
to.
sorry?
Does it look easy to climb?
No, it does not look easy to climb at all. It's jaggedy, it's slippery, it's mossy, it's generally unpleasant and sort of wet mixed with difficult.
Can I I have some extra clothing in my knapsack.
Mm-hmm.
Can I take it out and like use it to wipe the moss off?
Off each rock that you climb on.
Yeah.
I mean, you could try. It sounds like extra effort, but
I'm willing to do that for my friends.
okay.
You're going first then.
So I need all of you to make a DC 12 Constitution saving throw.
Ooh,
Oh yeah, I
yeah.
pass.
Oh, damn.
I pass.
All right.
I just rolled a natural 16. So
I just rolled a natural 20.
wow,
My constitution is where it should be. Inside.
wow, Rogan's way ahead. Just
Constitution?
gonna
Efka?
He's climbed a lot of hills.
I
He's climbed
rolled
a lot
an
of hills.
unnatural 20. I rolled an 18.
Nice.
Was it Constitution, Efka? Or
Constitution, yeah.
yeah, no, 19.
Nice.
So, the good news is that you have managed to succeed at this climb pretty easily. It was grueling work, it was tiring work, but eventually, you climbed and climbed and climbed, and you saw
I wiped off the moss.
you wiped off the
Yeah.
moss as you went along, and eventually you saw an opening in the mountain, and on that opening you saw a man just sitting down,
A human man.
a human man with a tattered robe, just sort of sitting at the edge of a cliff, and just wind blowing in his long grey hair and beard. And as he sees you, he sort of squints a little bit and says, "It took you long enough to get here."
oh, you were expecting us.
"No, I saw you climbing up the mountain."
Well, look, it's a large mountain, and there's a substantial amount of mountain to mount.
Why are you here?
So apparently, you know Vandra,
Yes.
the lady with the shoes from Nordstrom.
Why
The
does she
lady
bother
with-
me?
The lady with the shoes.
She's got.
shoes.
Did you not see the fancy shoes? Just before we parted ways, she sort of stood there and she was like, and she was.
Love
chewing
that as a
her shoes.
descriptive term. Just as like, and just to break the fourth wall for a second, I hope one day someone says, Ross, who's the guy with the shoes. I just want that as to be like a way someone introduces me to other people.
They
Carry
weren't,
on.
they weren't as
The lady
fancy
with
as
the-
the sandals, but
The lady with the shoes. Mhm. Yes.
Well, she said that that you know a lot of things, and that she would like to know what you know, but we had to climb up. I don't get. Hang on, if she's a wizard, why doesn't she? Isn't there like a spell where she can just like get information from you? I don't actually know why we're here. I don't know why this is happening.
I
How
refuse.
are you? Are you
I
good?
refuse spells. They're
You
bothersome.
refuse spells.
Yes.
Do you live here?
Yes.
It's a very nice establishment. Looks beautiful.
I mean,
like
you
like
look
what you've
down
done
and
with
the
the
views
place.
are quite beautiful. You can see the entire city.
How do you bathroom?
I have not really got time for these questions. You're here from Vajra,
Yes.
Correct.
and she wants to know what I know. Let me
She
have a
told
good
us-
look at you. And could you at this point all make a charisma persuasion check?
Oh no! Like what I forgot is because I'm a halfling.
Oh, yeah?
I can reroll a 1.
You
Wow.
can.
That's nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've gone from rolling a natural 20 to a natural 1. So I have what was it? Charisma. So
Yeah,
I
because-
managed-
My racial trait is lucky. When I roll a 1 on a d20 for an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, I can reroll the die and must use the new roll.
I didn't know that.
That's very nice.
Ah.
It is
Yeah.
very nice. I forgot a couple of times, so I wasn't going to forget it now. Charisma saving or just a charisma check?
No, just a persuasion check.
Persuasion. Persuasion.
Charisma persuasion. 3.
9.
Also 9. Sorry.
Oh dear.
Hmm.
He looks at you and says, "No, I'm not going to tell you anything."
We're all sweaty from the sun and the climb.
I wish I had a spell slot left so I can charm him.
Ooh.
May I please offer him a tiny wooden rocking horse to try and make him happier, because he seems sad.
He's probably very lonely as well.
Yes, perhaps he'd like a tiny wooden rocking horse.
What do you do? Tell me.
So I say to him, you seem like a nice chap. Let me give to you a gift.
He looks at the rocking horse. Can you make another charisma persuasion
Yeah.
check?
Oh, it's a 7. 11.
He looks at it, and then abruptly he just tosses it down the mountain.
Oh,
And he
I
says,
curse at him, like, why would you do that?
"These tchotchkes
can I punch him in the face?
don't matter."
Wow. It's
Yeah.
escalated.
Are you actually going to
Yes.
punch him in the face?
Yes.
Okay. Make an unarmed attack roll.
Marche.
Which is athletics, right?
Yes.
Cool. 11.
Yeah. I mean, so by the time you try and punch him, he's not even there anymore. And like he literally disappears.
Okay.
It's as if this man wasn't ever here. He just was there briefly for a second,
Okay.
and now he's gone. So,
But he doesn't like spells.
Sure, yeah.
Can we do like some kind of perception check to figure out if we can figure out where he went?
Did he
Sure,
turn
you can make a
invisible?
perception check.
I'll give it a go.
I'm gonna use my big die.
12. 13.
8.
You have no idea.
We can just sit here for a
Can we all
moment
make
before
that
we.
check?
Huh?
Can we all make that
Yeah, you
check?
can all make that check. Yeah.
16.
You were too far upset by the whole affair. Yeah.
I'm sure, yeah.
17.
I'm really upset about my tiny horse.
I mean, you saw sort of a brief, faint flicker of something, and as if this man was incredibly fast, but surely that wouldn't be possible, and yeah, he's just gone.
Maybe we could have a look for him in his in his cave. I suppose he probably wouldn't have gone too far, or perhaps
That's
we might
probably
find
not
a
bad idea.
might find a clue as to what it is that he knows. We don't really know anything about this guy.
No. Yeah, please go ahead. You can enter the cave, upon which you see a sort of a furnished, one might say, room. Although room is a very generous description. There's what seems to be a desk, just kind of knocked about from some rocks and like a bigger rock that is being held aloft by
like the
smaller rocks.
Flintstones. Like the Flintstones.
Like the Flintstones, yeah. There's there's some pots and pans above what seems to be a very rudimentary campfire. There's some personal belongings that look mostly like tat, and there is a journal on the table.
Does it look like he has some sort of valuable item?
No,
Except
no.
for the journal.
It looks just like a journal. It doesn't look valuable at all.
No, but like the other stuff he has. Because he threw the horse off the mountain. I want to just grab some of his stuff. I will leave the journal for the rest, but I want to throw his stuff off the mountain.
Oh no. Look, I feel like this is escalating. This went from punching a monk to...
Well, you shouldn't have thrown the horse down the mountain.
No, we are here as friends, and he's acting like a
bottom.
Yeah.
Well, I mean...
I'm not throwing everything off, just a couple of things.
I'll help.
I'm going to turn to Aris and be like, Aris, is there any chance that you could take a little look at the journal, but maybe make it seem like it's not been disturbed?
I'm not going to peep at his blog, his secret blog.
Maybe that's where all his...
Maybe I can peep. You can keep your eyes closed.
This gentleman does have a right to live up here by himself in privacy, and I think...
So Rogan's just going to walk over and just pick up the journal. Like he hears all of the words that Aris is saying. We're just going to walk over and pick up the journal and open it.
What languages do you speak, Rogan?
I speak, I think it's Dwarvish and Orc and like Common Tongue.
Okay, you don't understand a single word that is written in this journal.
Does he recognize what language it's in?
Can you? I mean, you can try, and no, you don't,
Okay.
because you just don't know the language. Yeah.
I can look at it. If you tell, like, do you tell us you don't know what it's?
Yeah, I look at it and go,
Yeah.
It just seems to be just
I know
some
halfling.
scribblings.
Is that?
No, halfling does. Doesn't really. Yeah.
It's kind of like hand it around to different people and be like, what? Does anyone understand this?
We can take it to Varda. Maybe she can.
I just, this is where this chap lives, and we have turned up, and he doesn't have to hang out with us if he doesn't want to. And maybe we should just try a different approach with him that's a bit friendlier.
I was friendly.
Where are we going to meet him for this friendlier approach? Just out of curiosity.
He's gone.
Maybe if we just, hang around on a mountain and let him, a bit like with a cat, let him calm down, come back to us.
He's not going to come down his mountain for us.
Calm down. I mean, relax.
Rogan's going to be nodding, but he's going to put the journal like just in his like side pocket or whatever. It sounds like a very good idea. Maybe we should wait around to see if he returns.
Maybe he knows we cannot read it and still wants it back, so comes to us, and then we'll give him his journal back for the information we need.
He could be watching us right now.
I wanna stand in the room. I wanna hold out my arms and just go like that around the room to see if I can hit something that's not there.
Well, I mean,
in a very random pattern, so it's like almost dancing, very Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need to describe how you look. I think that's plainly obvious to everyone. And you do that for a bit, and I suppose it's fun, or maybe not. I'm not the judge, right? But
can I shout like, "I've got your book, old man"? Just like, "Got your book. If you want it back, you'll come back to speak to us."
well, you are a half-orc standing in a cave, shouting at nothing in particular.
Okay.
I've got your book, old man. And that's also maybe fun. Again, not going to be the judge of that.
It's going splendidly.
Yes, I would say so.
So if none of us can read it, Marche, what languages do you speak?
Elvish.
Any Elvish in this book?
You understand the book.
Ah.
You understand the last passage in the book.
Oh.
Specifically, you don't understand the rest of it.
Okay.
But you do understand the last passage which says, cryptically, evil's twin hides its face for now. Expect that to change before winter's end.
I tell everybody.
Interesting.
Evil's twin hides his face for now.
Expect that to change before winter's end.
Very ominous.
Yeah.
Did it? Is it in his writing or?
How would you know?
I mean, sorry. Is it in the same writing as the rest? Sorry. Is it in the same writing as the rest of the journal?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's strange that why would he make the last entrance in Elvish and not in the same?
I wonder if he's quoting someone else or something else that he heard, and so he's just, maybe it's another language that he knows and he's directly quoting.
Is there anything else of interest in this cave?
You can make a perception check to search it.
All right. We all have a little look around. I did not do well. I got 5.
I got
I
14, which is not bad.
Hey, Aris, also 14.
How much, sorry, Aris?
14.
14. Okay. Well, you find a pair of binoculars.
Wow, that's a bit fancy for D&D.
Look through them.
Mm-hmm.
Be careful not to be blinded.
Yeah, they seem to enhance your vision, and you are able to observe things at a distance much better.
I guess. I mean, if you're up on a mountain above the city, this is a great way to see things happening. And
so this kind of like mystical character on a hill, it's basically just some old fellow with some binoculars just looking at people. Is that the?
He's a creep. He's like
he's just a creep.
He could just be looking at birds. We don't know what he's doing.
You bet he's looking at birds. The creepy old man.
observes the things is exactly how Vadra said. Observes things. That's not
Observes things. Yeah.
sad for people who just watch birds. Then she would have said he observes wildlife, or
It might be an idea to look through the binoculars to see around the area to see if there's anything in particular that it might be that he's keeping an eye on that you can see clearly from here.
Sure, although we have a whole city ahead of us, so that might be a lot of observing.
Could have just a little rudimentary glance, perhaps.
I can certainly have a quick peep through the binoculars towards the city and see if anything stands out.
Mm.
You see the city. You can see quite well. You can see like details within the street, and people, and you see, like, you spot a pickpocket at one point steal some money from a tiefling. That's about it. Nothing of particular importance.
Yeah, and if I don't necessarily know what to look for, I'm not going to necessarily see anything special anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure this just helps him in his monk job of being on a mountain and looking at things.
It's all part
sure
of the
it
job
does.
description. Monk job.
Yeah.
All right, well, I
Is the-
suppose. Sorry, Gina.
Does the cave extend to the back, or is the room just the end?
That's it. That's all
Okay.
there is here. Yes.
Yeah.
I do feel like we should maybe just hang out, wait for him to come back.
Why do I keep this mic is too close? Can I feel around the back wall of the cave to see if there's a secret entrance or passage
course.
or anything?
Of course. Make a perception check.
Let me throw a big die again. That's a good one. Perception. So that's 22.
I mean, you can tell that there definitely isn't a secret entrance or like anything of the sort, or anyone hiding in this room, or there is. It's just a room. It's just a cave, and there is nothing more untowards to it.
But is there a bathroom? Because that's what Eris was wondering about, right?
I
He
mean,
just poops over the mountainside.
let's not answer that question. This isn't
Okay.
James Joyce's
Well-
Ulysses. We don't need to know every detail.
I was going to say, like, this is a guy, I guess, who is like on a retreat, but living by himself, and he's kind of a wilderness person. So I guess he's living a wilderness life, and I imagine he's doing that partly because he doesn't like people coming to visit.
Why would Fedra send us here then?
That's a good question. But he must. I think it's worth us trying to make an effort to be nice to him, and
Perhaps his observations are in this journal that we found.
they might be. I don't feel really comfortable about walking into a guy's cave and taking his journal and walking off with it without his permission, especially if he might be fundamentally I don't feel comfortable with that. But also,
We're only borrowing it. It's think of it as a temporary loan.
Can I just point out that, breaking the fourth wall a little bit, that I think there's some irony in the fact that the rogue in the party is trying to dissuade everyone else from stealing.
I'm an ethical hacker.
Uh-huh.
Look, it's not just about what you do; it's how you do it, or why you do it. Or
All I would say is
You are like the brave, like the brave like the good person. We have, like, the other three of us have not been that well behaved so far.
I definitely don't. There is no plan in my life. You know, the mood board that I have at home in my room. There's no plan in my life anywhere for prison. I'm trying to not prison. I'm trying to do the opposite of prison.
Yeah, theft is, by the way, punishable by prison time in the city of Waterdeep.
what's the prison sentence for borrowing?
I don't think. Yeah, there's some interpretations of this law that might not be favourable towards him.
Are there any pictures in the journal, or is it just writing?
No, there are no pictures. It's just writing.
All I would
I
say
just-
is,
Sorry, because Marche recognized the Elvish verse. Let's just call it that. Can we just write that down? Is there like a piece of paper where we can write it down and then take that with us and not take
I mean,
it
you'll
with us?
you'll have some parchment with you. Yeah,
I
that's
always
not a
have
problem.
some, and yeah, I can happily take notes.
perhaps you could copy some of the symbols or
You know what? Actually, that's a good idea. Yeah.
that we don't recognize, and we can remember the verse, but copy some of the other text.
Could I try and see if can I try and see if I know what language that the other's writing is in?
Sure. Yeah. Could you make an intelligence check for me, please?
A straight up intelligence.
Yeah.
Oh dear. It's okay. It's not bad. It's bad. It's no.
No, you can't recognize the writing. I'm sorry.
It was a natural one.
I mean, perhaps we could report back to Vadra of what we've seen.
Yeah.
That's true. We could do that and say to her, look, hey, we bumped into this chap. He wasn't very helpful, but here's what we found. And we can always, like, the mountain's still going to be here, right? We can always come back up here.
I'd
like,
rather not climb the mountain a couple of times for nothing each time.
At least there'll be less moss on the footpath. There is that.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's true. Marche
true.
took care of that.
Personally, I would rather take the journal straight to Vadra. She'll probably know what's inside.
Marche,
But
how do you feel about that?
I'll trust the group's decision.
Vadra didn't ask us to take the journal.
True.
Then I agree with not taking a journal.
But she did tell us to find out more. And we tried to punch an old man and he disappeared.
We found out more. One, he didn't want to help us. That's one. Two, a very cryptic verse about evil twins. And three, he doesn't like tiny wooden horses.
Sorry, not evil twins. Evil's twin.
Evil's twin. Okay, I missed an apostrophe.
Rogan's going to begrudgingly put the journal back. I suppose. How long do we intend to wait here for this?
Could I steal his pen, though, just to really frustrate him? Because he
I mean,
threw my horse
We
down the
already threw
mountain.
some stuff down the mountain as well, right?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, okay, sure. Sorry, carry on.
We won't take a journal, but we will steal small writing paraphernalia. Okay, I see.
Because then he won't be able to write in it anymore and it might annoy him.
Let's go down this mountain, folks.
Yeah, shall we stay and wait, or shall we head back? The day is growing long.
I am happy myself to stay and wait. And, if you would all like to go back to town, but I'm happy to sort of be patient and hang out here and apologize to him and say, look, hey, all of these things have happened. It's a tough time. Brains running around, all of this, and like we want your help, and say something that will hopefully appeal to his sense of duty.
Do you think he will come back if we keep waiting here? Because we don't know where he is. He could just be waiting for us to leave. And if we just spend the whole day here, we will not have achieved anything.
Let's make a decision either way, I suppose.
I'm happy to stay here myself if you would all like to do
Okay. Let's do that.
Marche voting for stay.
I mean that Aris can stay if Aris wants to.
I prefer not splitting up with brains running around.
Gina, do you want to stay with Aris and me and Marche could go back to town?
I prefer us all sticking together.
Would you like to stay here and wait for the creepy old man to return?
For a set amount of time. If we wait for, if the sun, I don't know what time of day it is now, but if we wait for a certain amount of time and he still doesn't show up, can we then go? I don't feel comfortable staying here
that seems
a full
reasonable
night
to me.
or
Actually,
something.
that seems reasonable to me.
All right. Can we say we all waited like a duration of time that seemed reasonable to the group?
Yeah.
What happens, I guess.
Yeah, so you wait for an amount of time until it gets dark, because
Well, I don't want to wait until it's completely dark because if we still need to climb
dusk.
down the
Let's say it's dusk.
it's dusk, and no one or nothing appeared out of anywhere. It's just gone.
I don't want to climb down this mountain in the dark, so we either choose to spend the night here or go now.
I don't believe this man's going to return whilst we're here. Really, didn't really give me that feeling.
You might be right. I mean, I have a lantern. I'm happy to. I think we could navigate down a mountain carefully if we didn't rush.
Shall we
In
head
the
back
dark.
to town?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, okay. If we do it now, there's still enough light, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. You climb down the mountain pretty safely. Like, you've learned the path, and you're sort of more familiar. You feel like even if you had to climb this mountain again, it would still be really hard and difficult and arduous, but it wouldn't be like the end of the world. It's still manageable, right? The question is, what do you want to do next? Do you want to go back to Vajra, or do you want to go sort out the other task that you have from Devil's Star Song? That's up to you.
is it?
No,
Oh,
go
go
ahead,
on.
Rogan.
I was just going to say, bearing in mind that it's getting pretty late,
Yeah.
would we be able to go and try and
Well,
collect
the person who's waiting for like the delivery is probably still there and waiting, without. So who knows, really? Probably worth a try because the City Watch is still going to be open.
Yeah. I would happily, try and pick up on the delivery that we were meant to do earlier, and then maybe see if we can speak to Vadra tomorrow, perhaps.
I think that's reasonable.
Sure. Yeah.
Do you want to get a dray to all the way to the dock ward, or
Sure. Yeah. Let's get.
Fantastic.
How about we catch one of these silly wheelmobiles?
Well, the silly wheelmobile has a price of 4 nibs, which are copper pieces, per person. So that's a 16 nib total.
Still got money from our takings from our quest.
That's going to work nicely for like a transport and food budget for one.
Yeah, the nibs can be our transport budget. So
yeah, no, that's sensible. That's good.
We've got 218 nibs remaining in our transport budget.
That's a.
You'll be pleased to know.
Horse.
No.
No.
There is 190. I still have 199 nibs.
All right, you can be in charge of the nibs.
So minus how many?
16.
So 183.
All right. Shall we get on the wheelie mobile?
Yeah.
Your ride is fairly uneventful. There's, the streets are pretty quiet tonight, surprisingly. You do see one miscreant paint something with yellow paint on an abandoned building in the dock ward. But
can we see what it is? Oh, we didn't take the binoculars, did we?
No, you can sort of see in the distance. It seems to be in the shape of sort of an eye with 10 spokes radiating from it in yellow paint. A symbol you've seen before.
Yep.
And as he spots you from looking at him from the dray, he sort of puts a hood on and runs away. Right. But your ride continues with the symbol and finished on that building. Eventually, you reach the City Watch all the way at the southern gate of the city in the dock ward. What do you do?
We try and find the offices that we're meant to be going to. Is there anyone on the street that we can speak to?
So there's a couple of guards just standing by the entrance of the City Watch. They don't stand guard or whatever. They're sitting on a bench and they seem to be discussing something very hilarious, but you're not quite sure why.
Can we walk over to speak to the city guard?
City Watch, different from
City Watch.
Guard.
Sorry, yeah, City Watch.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. When they notice you, they immediately go, yes, hello, citizen. How can we help?
Yeah, hello. My name's Rogan Morbash. You may have heard of me. We are looking to find an office to collect some property that I believe has been misplaced.
That'll be Mr. Mudlam over there. He's in charge of requisitions. Just go see him by that desk. He points through the door and sort of points towards leftwise,
Okay.
You enter a fairly sort of musty room full of parchments and papers, and it doesn't look like a City Watch station full of halberds and shields and armors, but more like the office of a clerk, if that makes sense. And you see a halfling with grayish hair and white shirt and just plain brown trousers, sitting there and writing something on a piece of parchment. He lifts his head and sees you and says, "Next."
All right. I guess Rogan walks to the counter and says, "Hello, hello there, sir. We are here to collect some items we believe have been misplaced."
Items? Do you have any paperwork for requisition of items? He
Who
continues
took the
writing.
parchment from?
Who's got the paperwork?
Devil.
Sorry.
Some of the person who took the paperwork will give.
Excellent. He takes it, opens it up. Ah, yes, I see the 4 paintings of indeterminate value and silver bars.
Correct.
Okay, well, everything's in order. Except, of course, it's missing form B7-WH. And unfortunately, I cannot release these items without B7-WH.
You said B4.
B7.
Okay, B7. W4H.
Dash WH. B7-WH.
Can I try and use a persuasion check using charisma
Of course.
on this?
Go for it.
On this fine-looking gentleman. Okay.
Don't intimidate him, though.
I'm not. It's not. This is a little bit of Rogan charm coming along. It's 5, so possibly won't be that effective, but we'll see.
What are you doing?
So Rogan says, I can see you're a man who has lived a very long time. That's all he's got. That's
Wow.
That's the charm.
Yes, I'm old. What of it?
Is there any way we could work this out rather than making us head all the way back just to get one little additional sheet of paper?
Well, I'll tell you what, paperwork is very important. A lot of people underestimate it. But he looks at you.
Continue.
You look as if a capable sort. Do you have any knowledge of spiders?
We all
Depends on the size of the spiders.
Yeah, what my friend here says is in all cases we know about. Name the size of a spider. We've got you.
I don't know.
Do you actually know a lot about spiders, or?
Yes. Look, how can we help you with this spider? What is? Give us your spider questions.
Well, our little warehouse downstairs seems to have a spider infestation, and no matter what we do, they just don't seem to go away. We put poison down, but they just eat
Classic.
Yeah,
classic spiders. If there's one thing that I've heard people say constantly about spiders is they don't go away and they don't eat the poison. That's just classic spiders.
If you could help out with figuring out where the spiders are coming from, in the cellar,
sure.
I could maybe be persuaded to release the items to you.
I think we could all do that. We've all, to be honest, the amount of time someone's come to us and said, could you help us with spiders in, I would say a cellar, but also basements. We've generally, it's become like it's second nature to us. It's automatic that we just...
Sure, we'll take care of the spider issue for you.
Did you try a glass and a paper?
Fantastic. He unclips a key from a set of keys and hands it to you. If you just go back the way you came in through the door to the right, and then after a brief walk down the corridor, you will see some stairs leading down and a door. This key will open the door. Please do not take anything from the warehouse.
We have a history of not taking things from places.
We'll notice anyway if you did, because all the crates and items in there are quite big. But please sort out the spiders and report to me at once.
Well, I'll take the key.
He gives you the key.
Sure.
Just one key.
Just one key.
Oh.
Yeah,
All right.
He's not going to hand you his
Entire
key set. Yeah.
Okay. Pity.
All right. Should we head towards the door Is it easy to find?
Oh,
Wander over.
I'm sorry, Mister. One at quite how large, how big are the spiders?
To be honest, we've seen little spiders, but this seems to be an inordinate amount of spider webs. And last week, Tumbles he took a nasty bite, and then he had to be signed off of work for a week, and that was just irreplaceable in some ways. So a lot of work on everyone.
I mean, Tumbles sounds accident prone, so I'm sure probably natural that happened to him.
It's actually very careful and surprisingly bad stroke of luck for the chap.
Shall we head to the spider? Then I'm sure nothing could possibly go wrong.
Nothing will go wrong. Let's avenge Tumbles.
You're not like half wounded still, but
Fantastic. So you head down into the basement, and as you expect, it's quite a big room, right? Like you surmise that it takes up the entire space of the City Watch building, but like downstairs, right? And it's got like wooden poles holding it up, if that makes sense. And it's made out of stone bricks, and there's a lot of crates and I mean a lot of spider webs of all sizes, little ones, big ones, all kinds of spider webs.
spider webs burn very well, right?
Marsha, have you got any of your little flamey potions?
Yeah, for sure.
But we do have to be careful not to light everything here on fire, because maybe that's
How flammable would you say these wooden crates are? Just on a scale of 1 to
Flammable.
flaming
Say
potion.
wooden.
I think on a scale of non-flammable to flammable, they would be flammable.
Yeah.
I want to be. If we enter carefully already, be at the top of my perception thing, be like, where are them spiders at?
Right. Can you give me a nature check?
Nature. 11.
So, you don't see any spiders right now, but you do know a fact about spiders. If you stand perfectly still, they will not notice you.
So we have to stand perfectly still. But
Well,
then
if
we don't know
you
where
don't
they
want
are.
them to notice you.
Is this a fact that we know? Or is this something that we think we know?
No, this is something Gina notes.
Okay.
So if we stand very still, they won't notice us. But we kind of want them to notice us, right? Because we need to get rid of them. So
Perhaps we need to see where the spiders are coming and going from.
spider.
Does shouting for the spiders bring them forth?
It does.
I mean,
It
it's worth
doesn't
a
do
try.
much.
Okay.
Worth the
Yeah.
shot.
Shall we?
Can I make a noise like a fly?
Yeah.
That attracts them.
What skills would you be using to make a noise as a fly?
My mouth.
Your
no,
mouth.
Actually, what could I? I don't know. Pick up. I mean, I'm sure there's stuff on the floor, right? Like just rubbish.
Yeah.
I mean, scrumpled up paper. Can I just throw one at one of the webs? Because normally, if a fly lands in a web, that's when the spider goes, "Oh,
yeah.
hello."
That might work better than the
Free
fly
time.
sound.
Yeah, probably.
Hey, that's pretty clever, actually. Okay.
Do I need to roll something for this?
I don't know. No, you can throw a thing on the web.
Okay.
I don't think. Yeah, that's a pretty innate skill for
Okay.
anyone.
I mean, you don't know Marche.
Yeah, there's
I'm sure you
fair.
could probably actually stand next to the web and just drop something on it from a close range.
Yeah, so you drop something on a web, and then you
My
notice,
dex is very bad.
and then you notice from behind one of the crates a spider emerges, and then checks out the web, and then scurries away back It's a tiny spider. It's not big. I mean, it's about that big, right? So
That's quite
you know,
big.
yeah, it's a big
Sure.
spider. Yeah.
It's
And,
not this big. That's already like good.
How movable do those crates look that the spider?
I mean, they look heavy.
Appeared out.
A lot of them say vinegar on it. Strangely,
Oh, vinegar. Okay.
yeah.
Waterdeep has a good vinegar thing going on.
Store.
Can
a lot of
I kind of like try to look behind the cobwebs covering the visibility behind the crates, or is that something I can look behind?
Well, okay, you would need to move the crates too,
Okay.
because they're quite
All
big.
right.
But yeah, and I will require a strength check, please.
All right. Well, I'll try and move the crates then, because
Athletics, actually.
let's get some spiders. Is 20, not a natural 20, but a 20.
Hey, those crates fly off like nobody's business.
Yeah,
you know.
fly.
Did Gina or anyone else? Did you, Gina, or anyone else know what kind of spider it was? I know it was this big, but did you recognize the type of spider?
It looked like a spider to you.
Oh,
It looked
right,
like a normal regular spider.
Okay.
But certainly that tiny spider couldn't have produced all these spider webs here, right?
It'd be the baby of the biggie spider.
Oh yeah.
Could be.
Maybe could be.
All right.
so-
Crates have been moved.
So crates have been moved, and then behind the crate, you see like a really, really, really thick spider web, like really, really thick. And if you sort of poke it, it feels like there's nothing behind it.
Secret,
like-
a secret compartment, a cave of sorts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
maybe.
spider's lair.
Can I use my axe on this?
You
On the
can,
spider
yeah.
web?
You can cut off the spider web. It's not like it's not difficult to hit, and your axe will cut through it. So yeah, you eventually tear off what seems to be like a fairly like a hole that big in the basement wall. Like it's something you could easily crawl through, were the mood to take you.
Is it like is there like a straight line of vision? Because I've got the ability to see 60 feet in the dark. That's one of my traits.
Right.
So can I see anything with my?
It sort of snakes for a while, like you can't quite see all the way to the end of it, but you can see that it does continue, if that makes sense.
Okay, who's going first?
Has anyone got a torch that we could lead the way with?
Always have a lantern.
I believe maybe. I don't know a lot about spiders, but I feel like maybe fire of some sort may hold them at bay. Maybe an open flame, if you can produce such a thing.
I can do that. I have a torch and candles as well.
Just before we leave, may I the crate's wooden, did you say?
Yeah.
And may I try and see what's in one of them?
Well, a lot of them have vinegar in them.
Oh, they actually do.
Sewer
Yeah.
sandals. Sewer
Alright.
sandals. More sandals. It's a high export product for Waterdeep. I'm sorry.
You don't need vinegar.
No, you've got some already. Yeah.
Eat sandals.
There are no sandals in this particular warehouse.
Who would like to lead the way?
I'm happy to. I know you're a little worse for wear, Rogan.
Well, I'll be right behind you. Should you need my help?
I appreciate that. I actually really do appreciate that. Okay.
All right.
Okay. So Aris first, then Rogan,
I will go next.
and then Marche. Okay.
Are you okay with that, Marche?
Yeah, I'm the brave one at the back, looking behind for danger.
Yeah.
You crawl for a total of about 2 minutes, no longer than that, eventually emerging into what seems a very damp and unpleasant smelling cave. It is entirely laid in spider webs, and difficulty is there's definitely difficulty in moving because there's spider webs everywhere.
So, what I would like to say, my firebolt, right? I hurl it normally.
Yeah.
But if I hold it,
Yeah.
it's like, so if I mix together the 2 potions that make it into fire,
Mm-hmm.
and then just hold it, can I burn away some of the web?
Well, we haven't quite gotten.
Oh,
there,
sorry.
but
I'm so sorry.
all the
I'm so
potential
sorry.
there. There's so you emerge. You just emerged, right? And there's spider webs everywhere. And the cave is about like it's quite actually surprisingly big. It's about 60 feet across. So all the space to sort of look around, and there's a few sort of ledges. It's surprisingly like you must have descended downwards during your 2-minute sort of trudge through the hole, not trudge, crawl through the hole, because it extends upwards like quite far as well, and even in the roof you see 1 or 2 spokes sort of poking out of like the sun rays, and yeah, so there's a little bit of illumination, but not a lot. And yeah, there are a couple of ledges where you would literally feel like you would have to like climb up to get on top, right? But everything's visible, and so it takes you a second to notice that the hole you climbed out of into this cave, that right behind you and above you is a creature that, in a very big stretch of the imagination, could be described as a spider, if you wanted to, because it certainly has the mouth of something that looks like a spider, and maybe the belly of something that looks like a spider. But take away 8 of the spider's legs and give them 2 bipedal legs and give them 2 arms, make them uglier than a spider, and give them a hunchback and dye them purple and make them about the size of a very large human, hanging above you, just on the back of a wall in a spider web, and it doesn't look like it wants friends. So at this point, I would like for you to roll initiative.
Good.
When you say hanging, do you mean like the regular way round or sort of upside down?
Spider-Man hanging.
Spider-Man.
Upside down.
Oh dear, that's a very bad roll.
18 for me.
I'm just gonna go home. Thanks. Bye.
Just crawl back.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
But we are not in the warehouse, so you just throw your lantern and we'll run, and it will burn the place.
True, you do have a fiery
Actually,
stick.
terrible idea. Yeah,
I have a fiery stick on you.
do you have a fiery stick? And sword.
Spider-Man. It's actually a Spider-Man.
I mean, if Spider-Man was very grotesque, maybe, yeah. And
Yeah, but it's
purple.
a spider, male, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
human.
There is an element of that, yes.
There is a Spider-Man.
What are your initiatives?
My initiative is 16.
Gina is 16. Is anyone below, or who's above Gina?
Yeah, I'm a bit below. I'm at 5.
Aris is 5.
I'm at 18.
Rogan 18. Gina
16.
16, and
I'm at 13.
13.
Good grief, everyone's so quick.
Elaine, could you roll a d20 for me?
Again,
Yeah, and tell me just the natural result.
15.
Fantastic. And I need to roll some more dice.
That's never good.
Rogan,
should have
could
just-
you roll a d20 for me?
11.
Fantastic, thank you.
We should have just gone to rest before finishing stuff. But
And
I mean, all we
Yeah,
did
but-
today was walk up a hill and scare away an
fight
old man.
a very famous person.
Try and fight. Try and just swing at the air, and an old man disappeared. It's not the most productive of days.
No.
We've had worse days.
You've had worse days for sure.
We might be about to have a worse day.
True.
Okay, so Rogan, this thing is hanging above you. What are you going to do?
Does it look like it speaks?
I don't know, but I wouldn't bet on it.
A parlay with our friend.
You're not
My
sure.
friend.
You don't think you've seen something like that in your life speak before. So your gut instinct says no.
I try not to judge a book by its cover. Okay, fair enough.
It's also drooling, strange, greenish sort of.
That's
I would like to
always
collect
great.
some in a vial, please.
Yeah, once we're done, Marche, let's.
I mean, ideally, I would like us all to just burn this cave to the ground, but I don't have the ability to burn. We're here to eliminate the spider problem, so I suppose I'm going to work on eliminating the spider problem. How far away is this grotesque upside down man?
So he's about 10 feet above you.
Oh.
I mean, how can I reach him? Is that something I'm able to do?
I mean, maybe you could perform some sort of a feat of jumping and hitting at the same time. That's a possibility. Or
I guess
as I mentioned, there is also a ledge you could climb. Although, do note that there's spider webs everywhere, and climbing is also an effort. So,
am I carrying two axes? Have I got my magical blue axe plus my original axe?
sure, yeah.
Can I throw an axe at him?
No, it's a battle axe. It's not like a throwing axe. So, I mean, you can try, but I don't think it would be very effective.
It's not designed to carry itself well in the
I mean,
air.
give me a strength check, right? But then I'm telling you the odds are not good of this happening.
Okay, maybe I won't do that then. All right, can I clear the way towards a ledge? Is that something I'm able to do? Would that be my whole action to like clear?
Well, hack away at some spider webs. Yeah, sure.
To get on to get onto a ledge.
Yeah.
All right, well I'm going to do that. I don't want to be like directly under him anymore. So can I do that? But I'm like a little bit away from.
Okay.
This dribbling man.
Yeah, you can do that.
All right. Do I need to roll anything to clear spider webs?
And climb onto a ledge? No, you're fine.
All right. Well, that's me. I'm climbing on the ledge.
That's taking you up. At this moment, you see 4 tiny spiders emerge from various crevices. And when I say tiny, I mean tiny in comparison to this giant thing hovering above you. And when I say tiny, I mean the size of a cat tiny. You know.
Yeah.
Like the troll flies were really quite big flies.
Yeah. That kind of thing. Emerge from various crevices in the cave, and they start running towards you and then jumping on you and eating you. There's 3 of you sorry, not 4 spiders, 3 spiders. There's 3 of you that are going to be attacked by spiders. Aris, you're first. This is surprisingly 21 versus armor class.
Wow.
That definitely would spider me. I would be completely spidered.
Yeah. So spider just like literally jumps on top of you here, and you feel like a sting in your shoulder. Take 1 piercing damage, and please give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, I've been rolling very badly, so I'd like to not roll very badly anymore.
Time to shine.
Let's see.
Looks good. It looks good, but by your expression, that looks good. Roll.
Please take.
No.
Oh my god! 4 poison damage.
Wow.
You've got a potion. Don't forget.
I do have a potion, and I have a very sensitive constitution.
Gina, there's a
Very
spider
sensitive
jumping on
system.
top of you. This is 23 versus armor class.
Holy.
These
You
are
use
some-
other dice. No, just kidding. That
Uh,
hits, of
take-
course.
Take 1 piercing damage and make a Constitution saving throw.
I mean, it's the spider's home territory, so they're good on this terrain, I would say.
Constitution, right?
Yeah.
Let me see. I have to go back there. Constitution 19.
You're fine. Marche, there's a spider jumping on you. 20 versus armor class.
Yep.
Take 1 piercing damage and please.
Oh, 1.
Yeah, 1. And please give me a Constitution saving throw.
17.
You're also fine. So you've taken 1 piercing damage. And that's the tiny spiders that skittered from tiny crevices and jumped on you in surprise.
Oh.
Please, Gina, take your turn.
I want to use my prestidigitation cantrip.
Okay.
I want to. One of the things I can do is instantaneously clean or soil an object no longer than 1 cubic foot. So what I want to try to do is use that and instantly clean the web the guy is hanging on, so he would fall to the ground.
Ooh.
That is very nice.
I like
That's
the sound
possible.
of that. Yeah, sure. Okay. Does prestidigitation work
No
at
longer than
range?
1 cubic foot. It's 10 feet. So he's exactly like.
That's true. I did say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on whether I interpret spider webs as garbage.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, but
They
it's
are, though.
cleaning, so it would
Yeah.
be. I think it would also be like for dust and.
Just removing.
clean.
Just
Yeah.
removing.
Okay, I'll give you that. Yeah. Success. You managed to make the spider thing fall down.
Yay.
Does he take fall damage?
Does he land on his
You
head?
should, right?
He seems to land pretty well.
Oh.
I suppose it is a spider.
Yeah.
Kind of.
So maybe I shouldn't have brought in that. But
Oh,
well,
we can
that
can
was my
stab him.
action. So
We can stab
I,
it. We can stab him now.
Yeah. I'm gonna use my bonus action. To
Uh-huh.
try
Aha.
some- I want to use my bonus action for Bardic Inspiration. And who am I gonna give it to?
Marche is next.
Marche.
Which gives me what, sorry?
Bardic Inspiration, you get a d6 you can use. Within the next 10 minutes, you can roll a die and then you can choose if you want to add a d6 to that number before FK tells you if it succeeds or not.
So it's to my attack, right?
Yeah. So it's your
Okay.
turn. What are you doing?
So
It can be to an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. Could it be all three?
attack roll or saving throw. But okay, no, yeah, that's fine. So
Can I first move a bit back from all the spiders? Like
Yeah, of course.
go to a corner where they're not on. Is the spider still on top of me? Would that give him an attack of opportunity, or
So I
or
he's
did
not
they
directly next to you. No, well, he was because he was 10 feet above. Yeah. If you move away, there's an attack of opportunity.
Okay, I will stay there then. That's fine.
I will
Set him on fire.
set him up. Try and set him on. No, I can't. Yeah, I can try and set him on fire a little bit,
Go on.
but it's. I don't think I'm going to try and set him on fire. I'm going to try and set the webs on fire
Okay.
so that it, like the tiny ones, it just like get scared or whatever.
So
Yeah, what?
Do you want to throw it at the tiny ones or
No,
at the web?
the webs.
Okay.
Yeah, so the room starts burning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seems dangerous for us
sorry?
as well. Seems dangerous for us as well. But
Oh yeah, do you think? Shall I just attack?
I'm just do it.
I feel like all the little spiders that are trying to murder us, or the big spider that's going to try and murder us, might be good to kill.
Okay, the big spider then. Yeah, let's do the big spider. I'm going to add this to it. Oh, well, 10. Yeah, I'm going to add this to it. So 19.
19 is a hit.
So then I get a 1d10 damage. That is a 1. Unfortunately, sorry. And that's it. It's just 1 damage after all that. But thank you for the bardic inspiration.
No
I
problem.
mean, there's a little singe on the spider.
I singe his eyebrow or something.
Yeah, man's many hairs,
He now looks like he doesn't have any eyebrows.
and it makes
He looks surprised.
yes,
it
he
makes
looks
a
awful
strange
sad. Yeah.
like a noise, not an entirely happy noise. You can tell. But it is now the Spider-Man's turn. He's going to turn towards
good.
Marche, and
Yes, he is.
and he's very angry at you. But first, he turns back to Rogan, and he sees you.
Hello, sir.
He clearly
What's
sees
your
you as a
name?
bigger threat, and much like Spider-Man, he sort of just he has many protrusions where web seems to shoot out of, and just this whole armada of webs just flies towards you, right? So this is a ranged attack, and 12 versus armor class. Is that a hit?
Nope.
No. Okay. Well. Okay. So you just ducked out of all that web flying your way, and it splattered against the wall just behind you. There's quite a lot of it. So you suspect that if you were to have been hit by that, you would have probably been encased in it.
Well, that was creepy and gross. Somebody get this Spider-Man.
There was. The Spider-Man is done, and now it's Aris's turn.
So we've got also these 3 smaller, lovely, charming fellows.
Yes.
I feel like I want to deal with the one that's on me first before anything else, because
Sure, that
I'm
sounds
not
good.
going to last too long if I keep being poisoned by things.
Good roll.
I've got a short sword, which is good, and I have a good attack modifier. So in total, I've got 10, which I figure probably hits.
It's double
So
figures.
Aris, it's not your day. You can't hit a spider.
Just going to go ahead and roll damage. Oh, 100 damage. I killed it.
No, you haven't. No, you haven't.
It's
Anyway.
not my dice day.
So Aris is done, and it's now back to Rogan.
I would like to hit an axe into my spider friend.
I think that sounds reasonable.
It does.
Please
Please do that.
All right, I'm going to roll a dice, and that is oh, very good. That is that's a 7.
That's, I mean, you swing.
Oh, sorry, it's not 9. Sorry,
9. You swing your axe, and the spider just ducks, and you're just swinging in the air. You chopped off some cobweb, but none of it felt like it made any difference to anything. So,
Better spring cleaning that spider. Next time it'll be you.
next, it's the spiders.
Oh, God, the little spiders.
The little spiders. So the little spiders. Aris, you're gonna take in another attack by the little spider that you didn't manage to deal with, and that is 15 versus armor class.
That still hits me.
Okay, we'll take 1 damage and make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh my
I'm
God.
definitely let's see if I actually make this saving throw. Let's go. Look, here we go. I have no modifier, so it's just a naked die roll. Any number is possible, including 20. That's an 8 again, which is probably a fail.
Please take 1 poison damage.
Oh.
That's reasonable.
Don't forget your potion.
Okay, Dad.
Gina, the spider keeps biting you. It's 19 versus armor class.
That hits.
Wow.
Take 1 piercing damage and make a saving throw.
1 piercing damage, saving throw. Constitution 6.
Okay. Please take 3 poison damage.
Okay.
Marche. Spider tries to bite you, but misses.
Oh, you sure?
Yep,
My
absolutely.
AC is 10. My AC is 10.
Misses.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay. Next up, it's Gina.
Gina?
Yes, Gina doesn't have any spells, so that's great. I will. Is there a spider next to me? The one that
Yes,
just
there's a
me?
spider
I will
like literally next to you. Yeah, biting you in the leg.
stab in with my rapier.
Go for
Hopefully, that's a 1, but I can reroll. Luckily, that's a natural 20. I'm not joking.
Boom.
it. You stab the
Oh,
spider.
we needed that.
It
We all
dies.
needed that.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's how you stab a spider, everyone.
That's how I stab a spider.
Everyone watching at home, that's how you stab a spider.
That's how you deal with spiders. That's how you deal with Spider-Man. No, just kidding. That's. I will use my bonus action to do another bardic inspiration because Eris needs it. Pretty bad.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Let me do that.
After Gina, it's Marche.
Right. Yeah, so I'm gonna hope that this this potion that I've made now is a bit stronger than the potion I made last time. So I'm gonna chuck the firebolt at him again. That's a 19.
So that's the big spider, right? The big spider thing.
The big spider.
That's a hit.
Yes. Maybe I should have done the little one as it's right next to me, like
Trying to kill you.
trying to kill me. Never mind. Whatever.
I'll help you out if you need to be.
6.
Hey, that's, now you've singed its hair properly. You know?
Mm.
You
Both
can actually
eyebrows.
tell that the spider hair is singed. There's a
Spider
top.
hair,
He has
spider
a sort of a hulking shoulder here, which is bigger than the other shoulder. And there's hair on it and it's now singed.
He has one arm bigger than the other.
Yeah, like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Let's not judge.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just wonder if he arm wrestles or something.
Could
Probably
be.
not. He's probably a weird spider creature rather than, having any kind of
Professional arm wrestler.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he could though.
Maybe.
be, yeah.
Maybe. It's turn.
Okay.
Spider turn.
It's
Spider turn.
going to. It's going to. So he has Gina next to him,
No, he doesn't.
and Aris, who haven't moved. Rogan and Marche are clearly away.
I'm on a ledge.
Yeah.
I'm small. I'm like.
Oh no, I suppose I'm not because I tried to hit him with an axe. Spectacularly missed, but I must
have
be
no idea
like.
how far 120 feet is, but that's how far I am away.
Yeah.
Oh
I
really?
think
Well, that's how far
pretty
my
far.
firebolt
going to
goes.
roll a
Depends how
die.
big the cave is, I guess.
Consult the die, and then he's going to. So he's going to do a double whammy of swiping like his mandible at a Aris and just biting into Gina with a really horrendous mouth. So Aris, this is 11 versus armor class.
Oh, thank heavens, that does very much miss my evasive roguish form.
Good. Gina, this is 11 versus armor class.
That misses as well.
Fantastic.
I
Okay.
needed
Nice.
Well, you've been lucky. It's now Aris.
Wait, didn't the spider attack me?
No, he
No,
did
Gina and
too.
Aris.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the big spider,
Oh,
not
this
the
big
little
spider.
spider.
Sorry.
Now, there's a tiny spider scuttling around, but this guy's also come sort of up to Gina and I.
Yeah.
Would I get... Is this guy currently engaged with Gina in a way that I would get a sneak attack or a bonus attack on him?
Probably not. No.
Why not?
He just
I'm-
attacked. He just attacked him.
Yeah. Does that give you advantage, or
If he's standing next to us, so if he is active with us in battle.
But how can you sneak up on someone who's actively trying to hit you?
No, it's if he. I think if he uses a finesse weapon. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but
Oh right, yeah, of course. Yeah. No, that makes sense.
there was something with if a person is standing next to the guy you're attacking, your ally, I think then you get sneaked.
Huh.
And if
well.
I do, then I would. Oh, it's any attack where I have advantage. I can roll extra damage.
Yes, it is any attack. When making an attack with a finesse weapon, where did that go away? Use your choice of your strength, dexterity modifier for the attack and damage rolls. So, and is that a special like rogue thing for advantage? Because
For I'm thinking of whether it counts as like I count as flanking him or being behind him, which I might not because he has swiped right at me. But I thought it would be prudent to ask.
yeah, I don't think you're exactly gaining advantage.
That's
and you
fair
haven't.
enough. That makes sense.
I don't think anyone's like created a situation where you would be gaining advantage yet.
It's fine because I'm going to roll a natural 20 right now.
You don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it. That enemy isn't incapacitated, and you don't have a disadvantage on the attack roll.
Oh, that's sneak attack specifically?
That's the sneak attack
Oh,
specifically.
right. Okay. Oh, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. Then you do get sneak attack. I'm sorry. I should look up how
that's
rogues
fine.
work. Which
That
I've done.
I only know because I play a rogue in my other campaign
Yeah.
many times.
Thank you for
That's
picking
okay.
me up on the rules.
It's a
I googled
it's
it
a collective
to be
effort.
sure.
It's a
Paul, did
collective
you roll
effort.
the 20?
I rolled a 10 plus 5 is 15.
Oh.
Well, that's a hit.
I'll take that. I'm going home. I'll take that. Good night. Goodbye.
I'd prefer it if you stuck around a little while longer.
All right. I'll roll some damage as well. That's fine. 6 damage.
Hey, that's
Well,
something.
I'll take that.
Attack.
Is that
Plus-
with
I'm
your
going
sneak
home.
attack?
Thank you.
Plus
Uh,
sneak attack.
Oh, that's an extra d6, which is another 4, so that's 10. That's
There
a
you
pretty
go.
thorough stabbing.
Yeah, you've stabbed it. You've definitely
That's the most
stabbed
I've
it.
stabbed somebody
This
for
like
a while.
weird green ooze just spilling out of its wound.
Don't
Doesn't
like
look
I
it.
don't
good.
like that. Maybe we should just put that back in.
Next up, after Aris, it's Rogan.
All right. Well, I'm going to try and again attempt to hit it with an axe.
Okay.
All right. Give it a roll. See what we got. That was not good. That would be 8.
You're just too high. You're still on that ledge.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my action surge to take an additional action on my turn.
Go for it.
To hopefully be more effective. I'm climbing down off the ledge, and I've got. It's got worse. I have got 7. I think
Yeah.
I'm just kind of like, I'm wearing my chainmail. I'm a bit clumsy climbing down from the ledge. It's not really working out for Rogan today. That's me.
Poor Rogan. It's the spiders next. There's 2 spiders
good.
left. One's attacking Marche. One's attacking Aris. Marche first. It's a crit. Take 1 damage and make a Constitution saving throw.
Woo!
1 damage.
1 damage
Okay. Constitution saving throw.
for a crit.
It's a crit.
Okay, well,
Look. I mean, that's
we
weird.
exchanged some crits.
That's really weird.
Yeah.
That dice was rolling horribly until then.
And the other one's attacking Aris. Aris, does 7 versus armor class hit you?
It would never in a million years.
Good
Dancing
stuff.
in the shadows.
Anywhere
Dancing
near
in
me.
the shadows.
I am too deft.
Yeah, it's just a spider. You just bat it away.
Just a
you know? You're
spider,
fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just come on, guys.
get
It's
away
just
from
a
me.
spider.
Yeah. Gina, can you deal with some spiders?
Oh, it's my turn, right?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay. I thought you were gonna be like, oh, you're gonna be attacked by a spider because
Nope,
surprise,
no.
there's another one. I want to stab the big Spider-Man with my rapier.
Go for it.
Hopefully. Okay, I think that will hit because that's a modified 20.
Nice. Yeah, that's you got him with your rapier.
1d8. That's 7 plus 2, so that's 9 damage.
What?
Nice.
Yeah, that's a proper stab inside.
That's proper stab.
Yeah. Marche, you're next.
Yeah, I feel really embiggened by the fact that my constitution is like I feel strong.
Yeah.
And I brew my strongest possible potion. No, I don't. I do, but I throw it and I miss, without doubt.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. Oh, ha. But
Yes.
but I am feeling lucky,
Okay, go
And-
for it.
enthused by this very strong potion that I have brewed.
Uh-huh.
It would do him a lot of damage.
Okay, what are you using here?
I'm using luck.
Which is
So it's no action. Lucky is no action. I just have 3 luck points.
Mhm.
I rolled a 19, which is 23
Yeah,
in
okay.
total. No, 24. Sorry, I can't count.
Yeah, 24.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, sorry, it's no more damage than normal.
Yeah, but you got to reroll though, right?
It's a 9.
Wow. Okay, that's
Yeah.
the spider thing is now
It's a really
on fire.
strong.
You know,
fire.
it's
strong fire.
blazing. It's like flailing around. It's going, which is a very unpleasant sound. And it in this mad dash, it's trying to swipe at Aris, trying to bite at Gina. Let's see if it
wow.
succeeds. I'll say because it's taken some fire damage.
Does it get any disadvantage for being ablaze?
I mean, probably,
It
yeah.
doesn't stay on fire. Just FYI.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
No,
Uh,
sorry.
okay, well, that's still, however, 21 versus armor class.
Wow. Even more
For
effective when it's on fire.
Yeah,
For Aris or Gina?
for Aris, sorry. Yes.
Hmm.
Aris, I
Poor
presume
Aris.
that hits.
I guess. I mean,
Okay.
if you want to be, yeah.
I like the way in this fight, Rogan's basically just climbed on a ledge
So-
and climbed off a ledge. That's all he's done so far.
Please take 5 piercing damage
Oh no, that reduces me to 1 hit point.
plus
Oh no, we don't need any more. That's fine.
3 poison damage.
Yeah, no. Goodbye.
Hmm.
Goodbye.
Don't forget your
Can you-
potion.
Aris, can you make a constitution saving throw, please?
I mean, I could. I think I'm about to be on the floor. No, I can't.
Okay, what's the total that you rolled?
6.
6. Okay, you are poisoned.
Yes, I am.
Good.
Mhm.
You are now taking disadvantage on attack rolls and saving for ability checks, basically.
I mean, I want to
So
say
also
also
his-
on 0 hit points. but-
Yeah, I
That's
know.
saving throws then.
Disadvantage on everything, basically.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
on the death saving.
That's it. Yeah, no, not on the death saving throw. 'cause
Okay.
That's just a flat roll. Yeah, it's not an ability check.
Phew.
Gina, someone's bite. No, sorry. Can we undo that slightly?
Oh.
I
Ooh.
did the wrong attack against Aris because that
Oh.
was claw. I did Gina's attack.
Oh.
Gina's damage. I mean,
Oh.
what Aris is taking actually is just a flat. None of the poisoned malarkey. Just a flat 8 damage.
Oh, just a casual 8
Well,
damage.
That's good. That still definitely puts me on the ground.
Okay, well, but you're not poisoned, so that's fine.
No,
Yeah.
not at all. Completely unpoisoned. Totally fine, just bleeding.
Gina, it's
You're
trying
like,
to
I'm
bite
poisoned.
you.
Oh wait, no, I'm not. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it's 8 versus armor class, which
That
I think, it doesn't bite you. So that's nice. And then it's done. And then who's next? It's Aris.
Shall I make
Yes.
the old classic death save?
Yeah, the old classic.
I feel like you've done that so many times already now.
That's a 12. I mean, that's quite good, right?
That's
Yes, 12 is fine.
Yeah, that's great. It's going to be fine.
Okay.
Doing an excellent job there, Aris.
Next up, it's Rogan.
Help us.
So I've climbed off the ledge,
Yes.
and I am. Can I? Oh, actually, can I take the potion out of Aris's backpack and just make him drink his own potion, like I've been telling him to do for quite some time?
Can you?
You
admit,
also-
I mean, taking the potion from his backpack would be an action, and administering the potion would also be an action. So
I'm just gonna hit the big spider.
No, Rogan, you still also have a potion in your
yeah, you have
yourself.
one potion. You
Yeah,
can take
yeah.
it out of your backpack and feed it to Aris.
But I
But it's
get
like-
that
but
you're
that's-
selfish and you
that's
don't
all-
want to share that.
That's a whole action, though, right?
No, so you would be able to do that on your turn. However, the previous thing you couldn't have completed on your turn.
Okay, so-
in its entirety, this you could.
All right. Well, I'm gonna pour a potion that I've been telling him to drink. Drink a potion.
Aris goes.
It's good. It's good for you. It's good for you. Have a potion.
Aris, you feel semblance of life returning into your veins,
Ah.
cleaning out the
Is it-
poison. Please roll 2d4 plus
Wait,
2.
he wasn't poisoned.
He wasn't poisoned.
Well, no, I mean, this spider bites,
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely got some swellings. 2d4 plus 2. That is 5, 6, 7 hit points.
Hey, you're alive.
I'm just
Hello.
I'm just a normal rogue having a normal time. It's like nothing.
Now can I hit a spider?
No, that's
That
you
was my
done.
whole go.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
fine.
was your whole
But
go,
it was
yeah.
worth it.
It was worth it, I think.
Was it?
And now the
Was it?
spiders
Yeah.
hit you.
Aris is alive.
So Gina and Aris, you still have a spider attached to you. I'm gonna roll for both of them at the same time. Gina, take 1 piercing damage and make a Constitution saving throw. Aris, you bat the spider away. It's fine. It's fine.
Back in the
It's fine.
game.
It's fine. Have you passed your
18.
saving throw? 18. You're fine as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Then it's Gina.
I am gonna continue stabbing my rapier into Spider-Man.
yeah.
Go for it.
Who knew I
That's
was
a
the healer in the
sentence.
group? Who knew I was the healer in the group?
Well,
I don't have any spells, and you have all the potions.
We're
So
multi-skilled.
that was the wrong die. Let me roll the right die. That's another 7, so that's 9 damage again.
Did you roll it? You didn't roll a to hit, did you? What?
I rolled a 18.
Oh, you rolled an
no,
18.
19 to hit.
19. Yeah, that's easy. Yes.
Yeah. So it
Yeah.
was 9 damage with my
9
D8.
damage.
Yeah.
Gina stabs her
Wow.
rapier into the giant spider thing, slashes it
Amazing.
across the belly. A lot of tiny spiders skitter out of it.
No.
Yeah.
no.
And then some guts also spill out.
Ugh.
And then all the spiders just run away. Right?
Got Gary Oldman.
Yeah. Like, and that's it. You've slain the spider thing.
Please,
I've
may I
slain
gather some goo?
Spider-Man.
What about the medium-sized spiders?
They
We already
also
got
run
them.
away. They all skitter
Everything.
away into various crevices and holes in the walls and stuff like that.
All right.
Woohoo!
I mean, I'm happy with how that panned out in the end.
Is there
No,
a
but-
way for us to block the entrances for them?
Oh no. I, can't
I
do
mean,
that.
I
Like the holes in the cavern, are there rocks we can push in front of there?
Have we resolved the spider issue?
I mean, you presume you probably have. You presume that this was the thing that was,
Yeah.
Causing the problems.
causing the problems. Yeah, potentially.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Can we?
Marche can
You
extract
solve
the
solve
fluids.
problems with violence, which is just how we do it in the real world.
Yeah.
I have been feeling needing to get some of the aggressive thoughts out. So this was very helpful.
As you descend upstairs and return to the halfling man sitting at the desk,
Oh boy.
have the spiders been dealt with?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I trust they will not return. You look sort of like honorable swords.
Oh, I could go back and chop off his head and bring it back upstairs if you want to.
Chop off whose head?
Oh,
The Spider-Man's head.
Yes, it was more than we expected.
Oh, it sounds like you exterminated a big nest.
We can deliver some spider corpses to your desk if that helps you out at all.
I will not require any spider corpses. But yes, if you just wait outside, I will make sure that the delivery is ready. It will be just half an hour at most or so, please.
Great.
That's good.
Nice.
And after a half an hour wait, you are indeed presented with a wagon loaded with a whole bunch of silver bars and 4 paintings draped over with a plain burlap cloth. And that's where we're going to end today's adventure.
That's
We did
definitely
it.
Gonna make us a target for bandits.
I'm sure this is going to be fine.
I'm sure it's going to be fine.
I mean,
Also,
we didn't die with spiders.
Yeah.
We had
yeah.
no spells, so
Hey, you pulled through it. You saved the police station from a horrible infestation, and that's what it's all about, right?
yes.
Yeah, Rogan managed to give someone a potion. That was a very exciting round of combat for him.
I mean, it wasn't cowardly, I would say.
It was
That's
no,
true.
it was
That's true.
finally. No, just kidding.
It was very brave.
That was the bravest potion delivery I've ever seen, probably. I rescued the life of a friend. That's
You
bravery.
did.
I think
Yes.
so. Thank you, everyone, for watching. We
Thank you.
hope you had a wonderful, nice time, and we will see you once again in a week's time on Saturday. Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Don't go in your cellars.
An adventure.
Don't forget your sandals.
Don't go in your cellars.